Good morning, friends. How are you? I have missed you all so much. I can't even begin to tell you how much I've missed you. And I've been looking forward to today because I knew it was our first day back. But I still won't see you all till tomorrow. So I just first of all want to tell you I am so excited to see each and every one of you. I miss you so much being in our classroom. I just feel like I need all of your little faces in these seats, okay? Well, so for today, what we're going to do is we're just going to read a silly book because I know this week we're going to have to get used to being at school again. We're going to have to get used to staying up and doing all those hard things. So let's just start with a nice story. So before break, we were reading a lot of Christmas stories, but it's not Christmas anymore. But it is still winter, and winter is when what happens? What happens a lot with our weather? It starts to snow. So I thought we were going to read this book today called A Silly Snowy Day. And it is by Michael Coleman, pictures by Gwyneth Williamson. So we know that when it says by, that is our author, and our author writes the words. And then we know it says this way, it says pictures by, so it kind of gives us a little clue already that the illustrator is who does the pictures, and that's Gwyneth. Okay, so let's start our story. A Silly Snowy Day. Hum, yawned Mr. Tortoise, winter is here. So it is, yawned Miss Tortoise. Come on, Shelley, time for bed. But I don't feel sleepy yet, said Shelley. Ridiculous, cried Mr. Tortoise. All tortoises go to sleep for the winter. Why? Asked Shelley. Because it's cold outside and there's no food. But I don't want to go to sleep, said Shelley. I want to see what winter is like. Ridiculous, cried Mr. and Mrs. Tortoise together. Who ever heard of a tortoise outside in winter? You know, now that I think about it, do we ever see turtles or tortoises really in the winter? We don't. We're going to be learning a lot about our winter animals in the next few weeks, though. Soon, Mr. Tortoise began to snore. And not too long after that, Miss Tortoise began to snore. And not too long after that, Shelley left her warm bed of leaves and out went through a hole in the shed to see what winter is like. Oh, no. Outside the shed, Shelley blinked. There was snow and ice everywhere, even on the duck pond and the hill. As she lumbered along, a duck spotted her. A tortoise out in winter? Quacked the duck. Ridiculous! No, it isn't, said Shelley. Oh, no? Then let's see you break through the ice to get food like I can. Ha ha ha! He's right, thought Shelley. I can't do that. I don't have a beak. Oh no, so we're starting to see our problem. Shelley can't get food in the winter. And Shelley began to walk up the hill. She met a dog. A tortoise out in winter, barked the dog. Ridiculous. No, it isn't, said Shelley, feeling a little cross. Oh no. Then let's see you keep warm by running around like I can. He's right, thought Shelley. Goodness. He's right, thought Shelley sadly. I can't do that either. The dog ran off after a cat, but she claimed can't. Goodness, Miss Reynolds is twisting her words. The dog ran off after a cat, but the cat climbed up a tree. She looked down at Shelley. A tortoise out in winter, meowed the cat. Ridiculous. No, it isn't, said Shelley even more crossly. Oh, no? Then let's see you run into a nice warm house as quickly as I can. She's right, thought Shelley, shivering with the cold. I can't run like a dog or a cat. I am just too slow. The cat raced off into her house before the dog could catch her, and Shelley trudged towards the top of the hill where she met a bird. A tortoise out in winter, cheeped the bird. Ridiculous. No, it isn't, snapped Shelley. Oh, no. Then let's see you fly home and cuddle up with your family like I can. Of course I can't fly, thought Shelley. I can't even hop. Shelley felt cold and miserable. She remembered her warm, cozy bed, and a tear trickled down her cheek. They're all right, she thought. A tortoise out in winter is ridiculous. She was so sad she didn't notice the big patch of ice ahead, and she slipped on it. Shelley fell over backwards and began to slide down the hill. Faster and faster she went. Oh, no. Faster than a dog could run, faster than a cat, until suddenly she hit a bump and flew into the air like a bird. Oh my goodness. Whee! With a thump, Shelley landed on the icy duck pond and she slid towards the hole in the shed. But it was all covered up with ice. What did I say? Cried the duck as she slid by. Where's your beak to break the ice with? I don't have a beak, thought Shelley. But I do have. What do you think she has? I have an idea. A shell! And tucking her head inside it, she broke through the ice and into the shed and home. Look at her crashing in. Hearing all the noise, Miss Tortoise woke up. You haven't been outside, have you, Shelley? She asked. A tortoise out in winter, said Shelley, snuggling into bed. And before she could say, ridiculous, she was fast asleep. The end. Okay, so I just loved that silly story. And one thing that I really loved and I noticed about that story is it told us a few different ways that animals can stay warm in the winter. And have you ever thought about that? Are animals that don't live in homes as pets, how do they change to stay warm in the winter? Well, we are going to be learning all about that for the next few weeks, and let me tell you, I am so excited. It's such a fun time in our class, okay? Well, I love you so much. I can't wait to see each and every one of you tomorrow. Have a great Monday, and I will see you in the morning.